So if you could please tell us about an open innovation in words that a 7-year-old would understand, what would that be?
So if you do innovation secretly, it's not open innovation, and it takes a long time and you might be wrong. If you do everything together, you join and share, then you'll go faster and you'll get more ideas and you'll do better.
So what can Europe and the European Union member countries can do together to create that synergy of becoming more competitive and doing things better and faster, as you mentioned?
So doing things together in a more open way is a change of culture. It's a big change of culture for older people. It's a big change of culture for bigger organizations. So Europe has to begin by saying this is the right way to go. Cultural thought leadership. And we are setting up Startup Europe. Our commissioners all visit the big sort of hacker camps. We're trying really to show that small and agile is important. Second thing, we're trying to get the big corporate networks around robotics, open innovation, to create spaces where SMEs can come in. So, for example, in robotics, we allow the big companies to do big research, but we ask them to put up workshops where SMEs can come and do their stuff as well.
So entrepreneurship, small and medium enterprises, startups, so this seems to be a wheel that drives innovation even further. What do you think in terms of Europe's current crisis? I'm myself from Greece originally, and what is the role of innovation in creating more wealth, not just for the knowledge, but just creating very concrete wealth and better living conditions for the people, jobs? So what other benefits, if you could summarize, do you see that open innovation can give to Europe in this moment and in general in the future?
So Europe is not going to sit on its laurels, as we say. Europe has huge talents, a lot of social capital, a very long history, but we know it's not enough. The world is changing and Europe has to continue to lead in the change. Europe has to continue to be a leading global actor in technology, in markets, in investment, in ideas, in education. In order to do that, we can start small. So at the moment, Europe is not the fastest growing continent in the world, but we have some of the most digital countries in the world. We need to accelerate the digital change in all countries, whether we're well advanced or not, and that can only help us to go faster. In countries facing big problems, you mentioned Greece, innovative small solutions can start without a lot of money, but they still need networks that reach across borders. That's the digital single market, and even a startup needs an anchor client, and that's where the big companies come in. And big companies don't need to open up everything in what they do, but they need a space where they connect with open innovation so they can draw in the new bright ideas and take them from there.
There's the digital assembly coming up in Riga. Can you draw some parallels between this event, the Open Innovation 2.0 taking place in Finland, and going back a little bit below in the Baltics? Is there some connection between the two events and lessons learned here, what is discussed here and what continues in the digital assembly?
So the Digital Assembly is our big once-a-year talk shop for digital policy at the European level. It's in Riga because Latvia has the presidency this year, and it's the year when we present to our stakeholders what the digital single market is about. I really want the outcome of the Espoo conference on open innovation to be part of the message. We've invited President Makula to come and speak to that, and I think that's where we need to see the connection between changing the laws to open the market on the one hand and changing our mindset in order to open for innovation on the other.
Is there something else you would like to... Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me, we're making an interview, and if you can take the people a little bit maybe from this, because it's very sensitive, the sound. Yes, so take this again. So is there something that you would like to add that we haven't mentioned, and you think that there's an important message that you haven't put across at this moment?
So I think the key of open innovation is not about small or big, it's about open. It means saying what can we do together and who else can we bring into the party, welcoming more people, more actors, being open-minded. That works for big companies and small, and it works best when the biggest companies and the oldest companies work with the smallest and the newest players.
Thank you so much.